This is Matt Ogle with VYPE Media, and I'm speaking today with
Nathan Larned, head football coach at the Kinkaid School here in Houston, Texas.
All right, so tell me, Coach, y'all have won the past two SBC championships. What's the mindset headed into this year? I'm sure the goals are all the same, nothing changes, right?
Yeah. The standard's the standard. It takes what it takes, right? So we got a lot of seniors coming back, especially on defense. A lot of sophomores that played for us on offense coming in as juniors. So the expectations are high. They're always high at Kinkaid. They've been high for the last 50 years at Kinkaid. They always will be, whether I'm here or not. So the championship's the standard, but what we do on a daily basis is what matters. We know that the kids have seen it. The good thing is that you got a proven method that they believe in. So the buy-in's there. Our kids are out here working their tails off, and had a good camp so far.
I can imagine. Hopefully they're all staying hydrated. This weather is nothing like it. So this is year 11 for you as head coach. So tell me, what is the culture you've established here? And obviously that's fed into the team's success. What's the difference here at Kinkaid?
Yeah, so I think you have kids in a community where there's high expectations everywhere they go. They go into the classroom and the standard is set very high. So, and then in the community, the standard is very high. And then also, so when they come into football, having that standard is something that they're comfortable with and that they appreciate. And then when you have success, that kind of, just kind of becomes an automatic, recipe for success. So, we have things that we abide by, the standard, get some, all this stuff. But, at the end of the day, we have really good kids, have an outstanding coaching staff, great support from the administration to go get a bunch of great coaches. And then, we scheme it up and do all that other stuff. But, at the end of the day, you got to have great kids. And, maybe we don't have some big time Power 5 guys this year. But we have a lot of really good high school football players that are going to go play at the college level, maybe at a high academic Division III, or they may slip into like the Ivy League kind of deal. But there are a bunch of really good high school football players that maybe an inch or two too slow or something, maybe not quite big enough to play at the Division I level. But at the high school level, they're just fine. They're going to be really good for us this year.
Yeah, like a lot of teams, like you just said, like have those D1 athletes or Power 5 athletes, like Episcopal, like one of the big rivals at SPC, but still y'all churn out the championships. So that's just the Kinkaid difference, I suppose. What would you say, who do you think are going to be your heavy hitters this year? Maybe some big producers on offense and defense.
Yeah, so defensively, we got, I think 9 of 11 starters coming back with Nico Gomez, his third year at free safety, Miles Rader, third year at strong safety, George Kugel coming back at corner for a third year for us, Reed Luizzi at linebacker. And then, there's a lot of really good football players. Josh Sweetland stepping into Micah Bell's role, and he's bringing a lot of experience and talent there. I don't think there's going to be a huge fall off at that safety position. And then up front, Hudson Holdhouse and Will McMacken. Will McMacken, averaged double-digit tackles as a defensive end last year. He's probably the most underrated defensive player in the city of Houston. He's unblockable. He interrupts our offensive practices frequently. It makes it to where we have to pull him out so that our offense can actually work through stuff because he's just so disruptive.
Oh, you got to be really tremendous to have on defense, have a game record like that. Would you say you're more of a defensive-minded head coach or an offensive? You said you were defensive coordinator, right?
Yeah. So I played always pretty much on the offensive side. Then I got into coaching, and I pretty much got on the defensive side. As a head coach, you go back and forth. I have a special teams defensive coordinator's background before I came here, but then I've had to step onto the offensive side a few times throughout my career. So I think if you talk to people that say, yeah, you're a defensive coach, but very involved in the offense, special teams, everything, which probably most coaches are, but also have a very good offensive coordinator, offensive staff that I trust that they do all the game planning, and I just get to jump in there and kind of nitpick every now and then, or I get to call the 1st and 10 play while they got to figure out how to call 3rd and 17 every now and then. So that's the nice part. But no, and then offensively, we got a great group coming back. Jordan Manuel, Christian Murray, Topher Carlson, Oliver Eads up front. Big Moses Hardy ought to be stepping in there, young sophomore for us. David Capobianco and Cooper Chambers are doing a great job at quarterback for us. Then we got 5 really good running backs we like, that I think in other years would have been a starter for us. They're not going to be seen as a Micah Bell or a Dylan Bell type, but as high school players, they're really good, and we're excited about our backfield.
That's very interesting, or it's an incredible asset to have whenever you don't have to just rely on one running back, especially whenever they're just so not always injury prone, but it's good to have your options there. Well, it looks like it's going to be another tremendous year. We're really interested to see hopefully another SBC championship go on the trophy case, but time will tell, but it'll be really cool to see that. All right, well, thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely.
Good luck this season.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.